Hello y'all, welcome back to Hope It Works For You. In today's video, I'm going to be going over a product I just recently bought. With the holidays coming up really quick, especially Thanksgiving, one of the main meals is a turkey, of course. And a lot of people have been choosing that deep fried turkey where you dump that turkey in all that boiling oil. But as we know, it's not the healthiest option, not the safest option, or the cheapest option also. And so I started looking for alternatives to that, and I found this oil-less fryer by Char Broil. So after reading some reviews, going over the product, I decided to go ahead and buy one, and I tested it out this weekend. So I'm going to show you some of that video. I was so excited to try it out and use it that I didn't really videotape everything I wanted to, but I'm going to go over the main points of it and show you what I did. At first I did a chicken, which came out really good and juicy, and then after that I did a turkey. And the chicken I just kind of did just so I could test it out, and then the turkey I did for a meal that we were prepping for the neighbors. But anyways, well, here it goes, and I hope you enjoy. I hope you get something out of it, and I hope I put enough into it so you can understand it. And follow us, and here we go.
So here's the box it came in. Char Broil, the Big Easy, they call it, oil-less fryer. And here it is put together. I went ahead and put the feet and the legs underneath it. It wasn't that hard. It was just like 4 pieces with like 6 screws, no big deal. And then the adjustment knobs where you turn on the electric starter and the control of the fuel, you put that on also. Other than that, it wasn't that hard to put on. So there's the cooking basket. It's where the turkey or whatever you're cooking goes in. And then that's the cooking pot. They call that the cooking pot. And that's what actually gets heated up, I guess, while the burners are on. And then underneath in the circle all the way around is the burner, the actual burner. So that'll emit flames and then heat up this pot and do the cooking. Here it is put together. Then the bird will be in there, and then you just drop it in that way when it's on. And then when it's hot and cooking, you need to check on it, or I wouldn't check on it, but if you need to check on it and pull it out, you use that to pull it out. And then it hangs real nice on the side there. But when you're cooking, this is a tip. Do not hang it on the side because that thing heats up. Now there's the top cover, and that's only used if, depending on how crisp you want your turkey, your chicken, whatever. That allows the heat to shoot back down, so you get a crispier bird, crispier skin. We'll go over all that while we're cooking. And then the part that connects to the propane tank. There you go, and it has a little hook so you can hang on the handle there also. Before you start cooking anything, you need to season your pot. So here I put vegetable oil on this just napkin and just rubbed it all in the inside. And then once it's rubbed down and just coat it all the inside, you can turn on the burners, connect to your propane tank, turn on the burners, and then just let it run for about 20-25 minutes till it browns up real good. Okay, so I've moved it outside, and here I am about to try to connect the propane tank to it, and I make it harder than make it look harder than what it actually is. You really need to put that nozzle in as far as you can before you start screwing it. That way it can catch. I sometimes think, oh, just put it on and then start screwing. No, you got to really get that in there, which is good because that means you'll probably get a really good seal. So you'll see here. Once you get those threads going, it just feeds itself. So once it's nice and tight, just go ahead and open your valve and be ready to go. And here I'm going to go ahead and just remove the cooking pot so you can see how what the burners look like on the inside. It just goes away all the way around. From here, you just let it sit, let it burn for a while, so the sides can start burning up, getting brown. As you can see here, you can see it's starting to get a little brown, get a little seasoned here. And you just leave it on, like I said, for about 20-25 minutes. I think I went the whole 25 minutes on it. No big deal. You're gonna brown it again later when you cook something, but it's good to season it, like they say. And it actually said so in the instructions. Go ahead and season it. There you have it. It's looking good. So to test out this oilless fryer, I threw in a whole chicken to start off with, just to test it out, see how it goes. Ideally, the chicken needs to be standing up, but since the basket's a little big for it, it just kept sliding down on its stomach. So I went ahead and left it there, and then I flipped it over halfway through. That way it could brown evenly through the sides, because standing up, it goes like on the side of it, and then it'll evenly cook it. This way I just had to turn it over once. It wasn't a big deal, but yeah, it did better when I turned it over. Okay, as you can see here, it's cooking nicely. If you listen closely, you can hear the sizzle. The fryer came with this meat thermometer, and it's pretty good. It's a dial one. You could put it to where you need to have it cooked, and it read it pretty good. Came out really good.
All right, so that first part was a chicken that I did. Well, showing you in the box and stuff, and then the chicken that I had done. And I apologize for not cutting it and showing you how juicy it was and done it was in the inside, but trust me, it came out really good, continued to be juicy. I put the little grate for a little while at the top towards the end to get the chicken a little bit more crispier, and it worked out really good while keeping the inside juicy. So this next part of this video is a turkey that I put in, and I'll show you how it came out. Again, I didn't videotape. I don't know why I didn't videotape cutting it and stuff. I was just so excited to get it out and get some stuff on film that I didn't even bother to cut it. But trust me when I say it did come out juicy, came out really good. And if you do put that grate on top, that little top, it does help with drawing the heat in and making the turkey a little crispier on the outside without burning it. So, but you also have to keep an eye on it. Okay, well here it goes, and the rest of the video, and hope you keep enjoying it. Thank you.
So here we have the turkey. As you can see, it kind of barely fits in that little basket. This one is supposed to carry about a 16-pound turkey. This particular turkey was about 17, close to 18 pounds, and it was a little tighter squeeze, but it fit good, and it seemed to be cooking very well. Okay, so here it is after about 2.5 hours. It is recommended that it's 10 minutes per pound cooking time, and this was about close to 18-pound turkey, and you can see how it kind of barely fit in there, but it fit in there good, and it was able to cook well. It's recommended a 16-pound turkey, but we didn't find one that close. Anyways, it appeared to come out good, crispy, and there it is. The leg did get caught in the basket while pulling it out, so I tore it up a little, but you can see it's cooked all the way through. It looks good, and it tasted really good.
All right, guys, there you go. There was a chicken and a turkey on my oilless deep fryer by Char Broil. Along with everything that came in, there was a grilling guide. Give you some little information about how long to cook certain things and how to season things. I think there's a couple of little recipes in there. Haven't looked at it totally. And then hopefully you can see this, but I'm still kind of questionable about how it actually does the cooking. It's really interesting, but apparently the gas burner heats the outside of the inside of the drum, in between the drum itself and the cooking pot, and it causes an infrared heating pattern, I guess. You can see here, let's see if we can see that. So that's kind of how it works. You can check that out online and see how it goes. And then so it uses that burner to form an infrared heating unit, I guess, and then that's what does the cooking. So there's no oil needed, and I guess it uses its own juices, its own fats and stuff to cook the bird, or to keep it moist. And one thing I was talking, and I didn't use it too often, but this the top, you can see it's see-through. It's kind of like a grate. So apparently if this sits on top, and they say to use it when you really want it to get crispier on the outside, and a lot of times towards the end of the cooking cycle. So this sits on top, and then the heat comes here, and then just it reflects it back, since it's an infrared, it's a light pretty much. So it pushes it back down to the chickens, to whatever you're cooking, and then it cooks, gives it a bigger, crispier, more crispier texture to it, I guess. Also, something I didn't go over was underneath is this grease catching thing. It came with the one little pan, but you can order more pans, or use foil, I guess. It's put something in there to catch the oil in this little thing that slides in, little tray that slides in. Now be very, very careful with that, because I was moving it after I cooked, but it had already cooled down, so I didn't hurt myself. But when I was moving it, the oil spilled out and onto my leg, and luckily it had cooled down, because if I was moving it and it was still hot, I would have definitely gotten burned. So make sure everything cools down before you move it around and stuff, and just be safe. Anyways, that was a fun little gadget that I got, and I think I'm going to use it a lot. My wife likes me to cook turkey legs, or smoked turkey legs on our smoker, and I think I'm going to try that next time on these, just the legs and stuff, the turkey legs, see how they come out. What else? Yeah, just be safe, and remember, always use it outside. It's just like anything with propane or anything, use it outside. Don't be using it inside. Just be safe with it, have fun with it, and come up with your own ideas. I didn't go over how I prep the meat. This one, I always brine my stuff. A lot of times I brine my stuff, just overnight, 24 hours or whatever, depending on what it is. And then I'll put a light seasoning outside. But a lot of times I like the smoke flavor. I like the flavor, the oil flavor, stuff like that. So I don't overdo a lot of my stuff to get a certain taste. I like the flavor of the meat itself. So I did a light seasoning around it, some kind of Cajun seasoning, but you experiment, do whatever. I'm sure you all, some of you people have some good recipes out there. Maybe you could share some down in the comments below. But I hope you enjoy it. And I really like this one, and I hope this goes out before Thanksgiving, and as another option, you guys can go out and get one. They sell them different places, Academy, Cabela's, whatever, online. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this video, and once again, I hope it works for you. Have a great day. Have a great holiday season. Bye-bye.